This season for me, it's a new place, a new boat with new department heads.
Best thing to do is feed them alcohol.
I've never hit anything in my career, ever.
Bring me a naked man and bring it to me now.
Challenge accepted.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Married to Reality. It's the Below Deck Mediterranean edition. I'm your co-host, John, here with my wife and co-captain. It's the one and only Teresa.
Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing?
Ooh, somewhat sad, I guess.
Yeah, this was the last episode of Below Deck Med.
All good things must come to an end. All bad things must come to an end, too. No one ever gives bad things their fair shake. It's all good things must come to an end.
That's a good point.
All bad things do, too. Well,
Yeah.
maybe they feel like they don't.
Yeah.
They drag on. The good things are like, it's over already? 19 episodes? It's over already?
I can believe we went for 19 episodes. That seems like a lot.
9 charters, I believe. Mm-hmm. So that makes sense. Yeah. About 2 episodes a charter. 19 episodes. Pretty good, I would say.
I thought it was good.
I shared my overall feelings at the end of last episode, and I said...
They brought the drama.
Did they? Teresa? Who did?
Yeah.
The crew?
Yeah.
I would say let's rate the crew's entertainment and drama value this season overall. Let's do it at the same time so as not to sway each other's opinion. Okay.
So what's the rating?
1 to 10. Mm-hmm. Great. Glad you clarified. 1 to 10. 10 being, what? I can't believe they're still alive. That was so crazy, right?
Okay,
you know,
okay.
they should all have alcohol poisoning. They should all be pregnant, right? That's a 10. A 0 obviously is like...
Okay.
So 1 to 10, crew drama and entertainment on the count of 3.
Okay, no, 3, 2, 1, go, and then.
3, 2, 1, go, and then the rating.
Okay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. 6.
6.5. All right. All right.
I was going to say 6.5, but I'm like, it's going to be hard to say.
All right. So we're there. All right. Now, same scale. I'm trying to think what my answer is going to be. But we're going to do the guests.
Okay.
How much entertainment, how much drama they brought.
Okay.
Okay. Thinking about the different guests, the different charters, the different activities. Okay.
Okay.
Have it?
3, 2, 1, go.
4.5. Whoa! That's all right. We are not planning this, folks.
Same thing. I was going to say 4.5,
We are not
but I'm
planning
like,
this.
I don't want to be saying the whole thing.
So, not great overall. That's failing. That's failing if you think about it in terms of drama.
Yeah, the guests were in a way, too sophisticated.
Yeah, we need Chuck or whatever his name was.
Oh my gosh. We need the rich people who probably just became rich and they love talking about it and flexing.
Scratch off rich. We don't want, I'll take an inheritance because I feel like you didn't earn it. And so you're just you're being a snob. But I need scratch off rich. You've been going to the local gas station every week just hoping for your big break. You struck big and now you're like, I don't know how to do this. I'm still my old self, but now I just have a lot of money, so I'm going to go ham, right? I need that. I don't want sophisticated, well, I started a tech company and say, no.
Well, that's the thing. Like, a lot of these guys, they run big companies and they have certain reputation. They cannot get too wild.
Let's
they
think about
really
it.
can't.
Let's think about it. This past charter number 9, the big drama was the pancake wasn't good enough. That's we're at pancake drama, folks. That's why we're 4.5 on the guest drama.
I think wild was when Frank
Ooh,
was
there you
on
go.
board. Like there was some, not even drama, but it was just wild.
And then think about it. So then the other guests that came soon after them, or maybe right before them, either way, the crew brought out that dildo to take shots out of. And the guests were like, "Oh, what are we doing?
Right after,
put that away, right?"
Yeah, it was
so
the girls.
Guests were lame. Guests stunk. The guests stunk this season.
I mean, again, you're on TV. Like, you have to think about your reputation. It depends what you do. Like, if you are a social media influencer, then you can go wild. But most of these guys were not. They worked for tech companies, lawyers, and all kinds of fancy jobs. So,
So we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it more. Before we do, a little housekeeping, okay? Because we like to keep things orderly around here. It's tight quarters on this ship, so we keep it orderly. Guys, follow us on Instagram, @Married to Reality Pod. It's the end of the season here, so you got to follow us so we keep you updated on all things related to the podcast, what's coming, what we're up to, what memes we have cooking. But most importantly, you can message with us. You can talk to us. So follow us @Married to Reality Pod. Shoot us a message. Let us know what you thought of the season.
Yeah, message us, chat with us, send us both names, although we came to an end.
I still want to hear what they have to say.
Yeah, but you can still send us some ideas.
Send us a boat name or two @Married to Reality Pod on Instagram. Also, guys, if you're not on the Patreon, it's a great time to get on the Patreon because there's subscription billing now. It doesn't matter if it's the middle of the month or the end of the month. You jump on and then you can get renewed every month that same day that you signed up. If you signed up on the 16th, you renew on the 16th.
Yeah.
Makes it easy.
No more BS like, oh, you sign up on the 1st, but we'll charge you on the 1st or regardless when you signed up.
That would be good. Yeah, it's no more you signed up on the 29th and you got charged again. Yeah. So patreon.com/married to reality. Of course, the single life is over there. We're doing a lot of holiday bonuses. We did holiday bonuses.
Yeah, we did our Halloween.
We're going to be doing a Thanksgiving.
Yes.
We got another holiday mashup. Christmaka, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, okay.
Festivus, whatever.
We'll think about that because I thought we might just do New Year's Eve. But
there's a lot in the works.
We'll see.
Patreon.com/married to reality. Also.
But I do like Christmaka, so it might happen.
We got to do something. Come on. We're going to light the tree. We're going to have a couple Christmas cocktails or Hanukkah cocktails.
Okay, well, what's that?
What's a Hanukkah cocktail?
Also kosher beer.
Tune in, Teresa. Tune in. Patreon.com/married to reality.
All right.
There's a beer. My dad thought he invented it.
I'm not surprised.
Classic, right?
Not surprised.
There's a beer. It exists, but the first time I heard about it was when my dad thought he invented it. It's called Hebrew.
Oh,
It was a great name.
He thought he came up with the name.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, he said, he goes, Hebrew. We should come up with a beer Hebrew. And I was like, that's pretty good. I was like probably 12. So I didn't know anything about it. Then years later, I saw, Hebrew, it exists.
That's fun. I hope it's kosher.
It better be.
It better be.
So maybe we'll pop a couple of those and who knows what we're going to do. But patreon.com/married to reality. Also, make sure you're following the podcast right here.
Yes.
So easy to do. That way, no matter what we drop, when we drop it, it comes right to your device. So easy. You look down, you smash that follow button.
Guys, smash it like it's as hot as the cab ride home.
Ooh, I mean,
out of control.
I put a pillow on my lap during that scene. That was
Jesus.
That was out of control.
Jesus.
Yeah, that was a lot for Bravo.
Yeah, thanks for the blur.
Yeah, thank you. Well, thanks, but no thanks. So smash it like it's that hot. That was absolutely fire. And last but not least, if you haven't left a review, if you could do that, please. We love the love. And if you leave a 5-star review, we read it on the main podcast, on the Monday night podcast, the 90-day podcast. So leave a review if you haven't. And if you have, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you, guys.
Teresa.
You ready for our favorite segment?
The last of the season.
Oof.
You guys know it by now. We hate the name home. It stinks. The name stinks. And so we rename it every episode in accordance to what happened on the episode. Mm-hmm. It's a little favor we like to do.
Yeah.
For the owner of the boat, for Sandy, for all you, we like to rename the boat. It's a segment we call Boat Name This Segment, and we're going to do it right now. Ladies first.
All right. My name number 1 is Sleepy Hat.
Oh, here we go again now. If you guys are new to the show, I don't know why you're joining
Do you
second
have
to last
Sleepy Hat?
episode. No, but that's a Passion Pit song, and it's a great song. But we came very close to having the same names last week.
We did have the same name last time.
We had one of the same names.
Yeah,
okay.
well, yeah. Luckily, I had a makeup one.
Yes, you had an extra. So this week, I am nervous, and you started off close to one of mine. So let me just go with it. You said Sleepy
Hat.
All right. Let me go
Okay.
with my first boat name, Sleeping Bodie.
Ah,
Not Sleeping Beauty, although many people would think Ellie is beautiful. Sleeping Bodie.
I like it. Sleepy Hat, Sleeping Bodie. All right.
Number 2.
Number 2. All right. Number 2 of this last episode is Wild at Last.
Wild at Last. Because they let a little loose.
Finally. Wild at Last.
They would have been a 5.5 in my book, but they cranked it up this last episode. They got to that 6.5 level of craziness. Wild at Last.
I would have boarded that boat.
Oh, can I don't like to do this to you because I think your names are beautiful. Can I tweak it? Can I make it what I think is a little bit better? Okay. Wild and Out.
What?
Wild and Out. And it's a TV show on MTV.
I don't know what you're saying.
Wild in Out.
Wild in out?
Like wild and out. I'm wild and out.
I
Right?
don't get
Going
it.
nuts. It's just a saying. Oh, I'm wild and out. But wild and out, they're wild and then they're out. They're off the boat. They're going home. Wild and out.
All right, well, let's stick to Wild at Last.
Stick to Wild at Last. All right, my second boat name. Where do I want to go here? All right, let's stay with the sleeping theme.
Okay.
My second boat name. Forget the booze cruise. It's the snooze cruise, Teresa.
Honestly,
Don't you dare try to take credit for that.
no, I was going to do a snooze fest.
Would have been almost as good as the snooze cruise.
I like the
Teresa.
snooze cruise. I like the snooze cruise.
Points for rhyming.
It
for me.
also could have been the boobs cruise.
That I would also like. All right.
All right, one more. Last name of this episode and this season is Ahoy and Ahoy.
All right. That's a little Czech twist on that.
Yeah, so the first Ahoy is with a Y because of pirates.
Got it.
And the second Ahoy is with a J because that means hello and goodbye in Czech. So it's Ahoy
perfect.
and Ahoy.
It's perfect. I love it. Way to go out strong. My last boat name of this episode, of this season, I would be mistaken if I didn't address the ass all over the place. The ass out, that van ride home, right? We saw it all. We all saw it. A little too much blur for some people, but we all saw it. Hence, my last boat name, Pirate's Booty.
Woo! I like that.
Pirate's Booty, Teresa.
I like that.
All right. That, our friends, is boat name the segment. Whew, what a segment.
That's it.
All right. That's it. But it means it's time to talk about the episode, the final episode, season 7, episode 19. Pick up with the second day of charter.
Yeah, so everyone's up. The guests are up.
Everyone's up, Teresa?
Let me get that.
Everyone's
up. The guests are up. The crew is up. Someone's not up. And someone loves to snore a little. It's none but the newest member of the crew, Ellie.
At least she doesn't snore the way she talks.
It's like her second day, or her last day.
It's literally her
Almost
first.
the last day.
It would be her last day if it wasn't her last day. You know what I'm saying? It's literally her first full day of work, and she's sleeping in.
Well, it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be her full day of work because she's sleeping.
She slept through half of it. Yeah, they show us like 15 minutes past the alarm, then an hour past the alarm, and
eventually 2 hours past the
2
alarm.
hours past the alarm, Natalia's like, where's Ellie? I'm not going to put blame on Natasha or Natalia, but I'm kind of going to be like, hey, why didn't you check on her after a half hour, 45 minutes?
They were busy. I kind of get it.
Yeah, but you're so busy because you don't have the help you need. I would be like, oh, man, I'm drowning over here. Where's that other person that's supposed to be taking some of this work off my hands?
True.
It's almost, I don't think they were trying to sabotage her by any means. But it was almost like, yeah, who needs her? She just came in last minute. We'll handle it. If it was me, I would check on my partner. I would check on my coworker.
Yeah, I would too, but they're busy. It's fine. Ellie's getting an extra 2 hours, sure. Captain Sandy is sensing the wind.
Yes.
The wind is picking up.
Classic weather.
She's telling the guests, we're going to go back to the dock tonight.
Weather gets a 0 out of 10 for this season.
Right?
The weather was brutal. The weather may be to blame for the lack of entertainment.
Let me ask you this. So this is a smaller boat, right? So they can always dock.
Yes.
What happens with these big cruises? Like you pay for a 4-day cruise.
Yes.
You're supposed to go from Florida to the Bahamas. The weather sucks. What do?
You get hella backed off. Didn't you see Ellie in Norway?
Well, yes, but...
No. You know, in my experience, the weather is no match usually for those big cruises. It gets rocky, but everything takes place on the cruise, and so it's fine.
What do you mean?
These folks, they couldn't go and do their water sports. They couldn't go in no one's hopping off a cruise and getting on a jet ski unless you're at port. Which then you address the weather then.
Do you get off the big boats?
Yeah, when you get to the port. So that's the idea of the cruise, right? So you say, it's a 5-night cruise. We're going to stop in Miami. I don't know where it's starting, but we're going to stop in Miami. I don't know why it would stop in Miami.
Yeah,
but
right.
It'll stop at 3 destinations.
Okay.
And you get off. Usually not for the night. You get off. You get the whole, you'll dock at 7 a.m. So you can get off, frolic around Bermuda or wherever you are, get back on in time to take off, and you'll sleep on the boat and you'll wake up at your next destination.
Oh, okay.
So that's how it works. But yeah, usually weather is not too much of an issue with those big cruises.
Gotcha.
Okay. You know what's an issue with this cruise?
What?
With this boat? The pancakes again.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So it's breakfast time, right? Here goes the pancakes, and they look delicious to me.
These are my kind of pancakes. When I order a pancake, I hope it comes out like this.
Yes, well, too thick and raw.
Raw's an issue.
No, raw's an issue. I can't believe Dave would make a raw pancake.
Well, he got it back, so it gets sent back. Dominique is like, well, don't tell Dave. I don't want to make him feel bad. I don't want to hurt his feelings. But when Dave gets it back, of course, Natasha tells him.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's some power move or what, but she tells him.
Well, he needs to know he's the chef.
He checks on it. He's like, this is perfectly fine. What's he talking about? But if it's raw, it's raw.
Yeah.
They could be undercooked. Some people probably want it bone dry in the middle.
Yeah.
I like it a little moist.
Yeah.
I like crispy on the outside, moist on the inside.
Can you make pancakes tomorrow?
I thought we might do bagels.
Ugh, okay.
Well, we'll debate. We'll see how the night goes. So, okay. Then, yes, we finally see Ellie wake up 2 hours late. She doesn't get in trouble. Nobody gives her any shit.
Well, it's because she's new and it's the last charter. So
I don't think it's because she's new. It's definitely because it's the last.
Natasha is just like, oh my God, like, can you just clean the cabins at SMP? Because she's being apologetic. She's not like, sorry. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I can't believe I did that.
Right.
And Natasha's like, just please clean it ASAP. Like, we like, boom, boom, boom. Let's keep going.
Yep. So then Dave, of course, sitting in the galley, still stewing over those messages that Natasha's ex sent him, right? About you're a pan about to go off the boil, you're a bully, and he's getting fired up.
Yeah.
He's losing his cool.
Well, he is, and I think we talked about it last time. He's upset that Natasha's ex called him a bully because he told us he was being bullied when he was a child and then grew out of it and now travels. He's this badass chef. He hiked Mount Everest, right?
Yeah.
That it hurts him. But he doesn't realize that I guess it comes from the fact that he was being hurt as a child. Now when he gets drunk and he feels hurt, he turns into this bully. Like he says things that are very hurtful. And I feel like when people get drunk, they sometimes don't control themselves, right? But this happened more than once. It's not like, he said one bad thing when he was drunk and he realized, oh shit, I fucked up, apologized, and that was good. Every single time he got drunk, there was something, right?
You're right, because I was going to say, was he really a bully? Wasn't it more of a one-off? I got drunk and I was mad that you weren't into me, but you're right. The perpetual outbursts, that does make him a bully.
I don't think he's a bully when he's sober. Well, although he can be an asshole.
He could definitely, but that's not a bully. There's a difference between
he has an attitude, yes. But those messages, how he talked to her, that was really nasty. And we had our friends, thank you to our friends who sent us some of the insight on these British swear words.
Yeah.
I literally know nothing. It's funny, I learned British English in school, but not the swear words, right?
They never teach you the fun things.
No, I learned trousers, the tube, metro, Queen Elizabeth II.
Okay.
Harry Potter.
Look at you go.
Right, yeah, but you don't learn the swear words, right? Paddington the bear.
Okay.
Okay,
Look at you. I mean, stop flexing over there. So, but yeah, you're right. And so he's fired up thinking about this. He goes to talk to Natasha. she's just over it at this point. She's exhausted. She's like, we're almost done. Please, no more arguments. I just need to get home and figure my life out.
Yes.
I'm not myself right now. Nothing good is going to come of this. We're going our separate ways in a matter of hours. Do we really need to rehash this?
Yeah. And she's like, I don't even recognize myself. This has been so bad. And I'm glad she's saying it because I hope she'll learn from this.
I hope she will, but it's funny that she says, I don't recognize myself. This is who you are.
Yeah.
If you were single, I could see you being like, I don't even recognize myself. I'm single. I'm not relying on a guy.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? This is classic you. And I've only known you for 19 episodes.
Yeah.
But it seems like you bouncing back and forth between men, getting in trouble, getting in over your head with different relationships. That's you.
There are people who cannot keep a relationship and they keep, well, I don't think that's her. I think she's one of them that needs a relationship. She gets into these longer term relationships when the guys are into her, but there is something wrong, right? There are other people who cannot keep the guy, but they keep bouncing from one relationship to another, just trying to find a guy. And it's like, take a break. Be alone for a little bit. Being alone is good. I'm happy I found you, right?
Hello.
But I took my time.
Yeah. You got it. Good things come to those who wait.
That's very true. Like, I was enjoying myself, and then I met John. I'm not saying yes. I was lonely, and I was like, "Oh, let's get on Tinder.
Were
Let's
you
see
lonely?
who's there." Well, I was lonely at that point that I get my visa extended. I knew I'm gonna be in the US for a few more years. I didn't have anyone. I was working like 4 jobs. I'm like, I deserve a free drink.
Hello. You're the one with all the money working 4 jobs over there.
Well, paying for school.
True.
I mean, America, am I right?
You're right. All right. So then we see a little bit of the guests in the water. Nothing exciting happens. No one loses a chain that's worth a house or even a car. So pretty uneventful, but the weather starts to turn. So they have to call it a day. They pack up the water toys and they head back to the dock.
Yes.
Back on the dock, time to prep for dinner.
Yes. And this dinner table looks really nice.
This is one of the better looking dinner
I guess
tables.
who's joining them for dinner? It's the one and only Captain Sandy.
It's a captain's dinner. Yes,
Yes.
she's been invited to join this one. And everyone starts giving toasts, as you do. Joe Exotic's like ex-boyfriend gives this filthy toast, like an
didn't get
X-rated
that.
nursery rhyme.
I didn't get
Oh,
that.
I'm glad you didn't get it.
Okay.
It was absolutely filthy.
I loved how I feel like, and okay, you guys know I love Friends too. John doesn't like Friends, but I do. And I rewatch it here and there. And I'm rewatching it now. And there was this episode that I watched last night that with Chandler.
Where was I?
In the shower. That's what I watch. When you shower, I put it on.
Okay.
It's a kind of a time filler.
Okay.
But that was the episode with Chandler's work laugh. When he's saying like he developed a work laugh when you are at work and your coworker are saying something that it's not funny, but you have to laugh because, hey, it's maybe your boss, right? So you just develop this forced laugh. Like
It's the worst, yeah.
it is the worst, but so many people do that. So Captain Sandy is doing her best work laugh.
Well, she's working.
Exactly. I'm saying she's doing her work laugh and then she turns to the camera. It's like, oh my God.
That's right. She couldn't wait.
My God.
She couldn't wait to get out of there.
Yeah.
But the food comes, some grilled Sebring, a lemongrass cauliflower puree. It's a big
looking
hit.
yummy.
People are loving it. And we learn a little bit more about Sandy.
Yeah.
She's sort of been a little mysterious to us, but she's opening up a little bit now.
Yeah, so we learned that Captain Sandy was on this alcohol and drug journey.
I think she said carousel, right?
I don't know, but I'm
Merry-go-round? I think she said merry-go-round.
Yes, whatever she said. And
Very
she
dark.
said she got kicked out of 11th grade,
Sandy!
which means that's the second year of high school or third.
It is 9th, 10th. For us in the States, or at least where I went to school, that would be your junior year. That would be your 3rd year.
Okay, so I hope maybe she got her GAD later, but she got kicked out,
She's
right?
Anita. She's killing it.
And she started, well,
Hey, high seas. Am I
Okay,
right?
okay.
Brings a whole new meaning to the high seas.
all right.
Captain Sandy.
That would be a good boat name. But
You're not wrong.
so she started washing boats and she was really good at it. So this guy, she just said this guy.
I know.
But I guess whoever was owning the boat or the washing boat company
hello, Captain.
sent her to sea school. And I'm like, what is sea school? It sounds really fun.
I can imagine what it is.
I thought it's like a captain school, like
Yeah,
a
I
boat
think
school,
you probably
not a
learn-
sea school.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this. I think if you're going to a sea school, you need at least your GAD. I'll be that honest.
GED?
Yeah, whatever you get instead of finishing high school.
Yeah, I don't know what you need for AC school, but
I think
she conquered.
Well, yeah, I think like getting your high school education is like the minimum for a lot of jobs.
Not these probably very technical or specific trade jobs. I don't think so.
It shows something.
Sure,
you don't need to have straight A's from mathematics, right, or from the English language, but it shows.
Well, you may be 100% right, but if I'm hearing this story correctly, she just killed it washing boats, and so that shows dedication. That shows hard work, and so maybe this guy, whoever he was, got her into this school, whether she needed education or not. She proved herself in other ways, and so she gets into this school.
No, and this is awesome, and I'm sure she's cashing out big nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
So good for her. She's awesome. And it's fun that you see someone who's like so well put together in a way that she knows what she wants. She's such a good leader, right?
Yeah.
You would even think that, all right, I'm sure she had like really good upbringing from a nice family, right? Good in school. And then she's like, no, I was out of control, right? And something clicked.
She may still have had a good upbringing. She may have just gone down a bad path.
That's a better way to put it.
We don't know enough about her.
Well, yeah, that's the better way to put it. But yeah, this was a great story. And to top it off, let's bring the orange cheesecake.
I mean, come on. Give me a bite of that. I hope it's not too orangey. Like a natural cheesecake flavor is one of the best flavors there is, dessert or otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
When you start incorporating fruit into it, what are we doing here?
But look, it looked fun.
Amazing. It looks very fun.
Yeah.
It was probably one of the standout dishes Dave has prepared this season.
Yeah, it looked fun. And I love a good dessert. Probably get desserts only like once or twice a year. When we do like a fancy celebrations.
Special occasions.
And we just did recently, but I wish I wasn't that full.
We did a cheesecake.
But it was really good.
Yeah,
but
good.
anyways, that looked fab.
Anyways, we have Z and Courtney. They're trying to encourage a little love connection between Reed and Ellie.
Yes.
So Ellie's cleaning up the interior. She's finally doing something. And they're like, Reed, go. Why don't you go help her?
Yeah. Well, Storm comes in and says, hey, can you guys help Ellie? And MCC is like, well, I'm going to do some laundry. Reed, why don't you go and help Ellie?
Yeah. This girl is doing zero work, slept in 2 hours, and now Reed literally goes and does her job for her because he wants some pirate's booty.
Yeah, he was helping out, but you know what's interesting? When Reed started, I'm like, oh man, he's not gonna get along with them. But they all ended up being very close. It seems like he seems like he what's the word? Like a puzzle piece.
He fit in?
He fit in, but he didn't seem like he's going to. He seemed like Jason 2.0 when he boarded. Yeah. And he was talking about himself. I was like, oh my God, like they're going to hate him. They're going to be like, oh my God, what would Jason say? Because this is the same thing, but from Alabama instead of Indiana.
We saw that interaction with him and Courtney very early on, and it was not the best. And
but he already apologized.
And that's the difference between him and Jason's. I think he learned. He goes, okay, my shit doesn't fly here. Let me adapt.
And again, like he was joking. So he crossed the line. He realized that, well, that was too much.
Yeah.
And he owned up to it. And I think that's why they ended up being close.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's dinner. Nothing too exciting happened.
No one's wild.
No, they know they got to wake up the next day.
Yeah, Dominic is done with pancakes. He's like, fuck it. I'm literally going to just eat my pancakes back in the States.
So everyone heads to bed. Next morning, everyone wakes up. The guests pack, say their goodbyes.
Yes.
Josh says we had a wonderful time. It was everything we expected and more, and hands over the tip.
Yes. So you want to take a break before the tip meeting?
Yeah,
I know you so well. I know you so well.
It took you 19 episodes, but you learned where to take a break. All right, let's do it. Teresa's orders, co-captain's orders. We'll take a break. We'll be back in a second. And we're back.
Ahoy, Jonathan.
Nailed it.
I fucked it up at the beginning.
I'm so glad on this last episode you were able to stick the landing.
Yes.
Ahoy.
All right.
Ahoy,
Teresa. The tip meeting with Aperol Spritz. And let me just say this. Euro people love Aperol Spritz. Any Europeans. Or if you live in Europe, it's the drink of Europe.
It's the drink of Jovi and Yara. They brought it to my attention.
It's the drink of all my freaking friends.
I've had one. that I can recall.
Okay, I've never had
You've
it.
It was okay.
I should probably try.
You should do one. It's the drink of Europe, I heard.
It is. Like all my friends drink it. Everyone drinks it. And my friend who came visit back in 2018 when we still lived in New York, she was ordering it everywhere. I'm like, why are you drinking this? She's like, this is the best. Like everyone drinks it.
Yeah, not bad.
Everyone loves it.
I could do one. I can't imagine doing
Is it
more
sweet?
than.
That's my thing. Like I don't like sweet.
It's like a little
drinks.
sweet. I think it's a little bitter. I think there's a little bitterness to it. If I remember, it's been over a year.
I'll try it.
Yeah, try anything once.
Yeah.
So tip meeting time. Natalia is a little late to this meeting, and it's because she had a little gag to play.
Yeah. So she comes in, and it's not Natalia. It's Captain Sandy right after she woke up because her hair was out of control.
That's as far as the impression went. Was I'm going to put on a blonde wig because her voice, and guys, I won't do the Sandy voice. Fine, I'm not going to
do it.
No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because
do it. I'm giving you a chance to do it.
No, because I'm going to shit on Natalia's voice, and mine is no better. But I felt no, I don't even want to do it.
Are you afraid of Linda?
Yeah, I forget how it goes. I want to give Linda a good final episode here. I forget how it even goes. But Natalia was just talking like
this is Captain Sandy here. This is how it goes,
That's
John.
how I do it.
Yes.
Oh.
You're so bad.
Oh, you guys had a wonderful charter.
Oh my gosh, Linda's head is on fire.
No, I know that's not how she sounds, but that's how she sounds in my mind. Either way, Natalia didn't do a great impression either, but they're trying to have some fun.
Yeah.
I like that they tried to have some fun.
Everyone loves it.
Sandy loved it, and that's what matters. So we get the tip.
$20K.
$20,000.
$1,800 each. Nice.
$1,800 a person.
For 2 days. Look at freaking Ellie.
2 days. Look at Ellie. Someone should dock her pay.
Yeah.
Dock her pay is not a bad boat name. Dock her pay. Yeah, she slept in. She worked a cumulative hour and a half, I feel like, this charter. But the season total, Teresa.
Yes, it's $188,100.
Quickly do the math. $17,000 a person.
That's pretty good.
$17,000 a person for,
But it's cash. They don't pay taxes on it. It's a tip.
I
don't know how it's with taxes because they're in Europe. A lot of them are from all over the place.
That's interesting.
But they're getting this cash.
Even if you get paid cash,
you know what it is?
Technically have to pay taxes.
No, they do get paid. That's how they take their taxes out. These are just their tips.
That's pretty good.
Because I think it's like that. And guys, you can call in and tell me that I'm totally wrong. But I did work at the really fancy restaurant in New York. I was the hostess. But I knew
the mostess.
But I knew that a lot of the staff got paid, but it was not a lot. But they were the taxes were taken out of the paycheck.
Sure.
But then they lived off of the tips mainly.
Right.
So that's how it worked. That's all I know. So I would assume this is the same thing.
Interesting.
I don't think they're just there working for tips.
It is interesting though, because almost everyone's from a different country. So
I think you pay taxes in the country you earn the money from, I would assume.
that sounds about right.
I don't think they would. I don't know. Damn, I really don't know.
That's okay.
Well, maybe I do know. When I came here to be an au pair, there was a partial job, right? So you worked certain amount of hours, and I had this work visa, so I did pay taxes in the U.S., not in Czech. Because in Czech, I signed paperwork saying I'm not going to be working or living in the Czech Republic for this amount of time. So I wasn't obligated to pay anything while still being a citizen, which I am to this day. But I paid my taxes in America because I earned my money in America.
That makes sense.
So,
but you were also living in America. I wouldn't consider these guys living.
Yeah. I don't know, guys. Call in. Let us know because I would love to know.
We do.
Yeah.
All right. Guess who's back?
Back again.
Kyle's
Kyle is
back. Tell a friend. Yeah, Kyle makes his triumphant return. Here's my issue.
3 days later, he's running around like
he's fine.
Like a deer.
He would have been more helpful than sleeping Bodie over here. I didn't get it. To me, it didn't make sense. He literally shows up an hour after the guests leave, and he's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I don't know.
Didn't make sense. But everyone's back to celebrate the season, so they get dressed for their last night out.
Yes, and guess who's joining them?
Captain Sandy looking
in a
like
leather
a
jacket,
snack.
loving it. That's my vibe.
Looking fire. And they got a party bus.
Yes, but it was just a bus.
Take the van. There was no party.
No, it was exactly.
There was no party.
I was like, party bus, and then it's like, okay, it's a school bus.
Or take the vans there and take the party bus home.
Yeah.
Like flip that, reverse it because they were partying on the way home.
Oh yeah.
It was party vans.
Oh yeah.
On the way home. But Sandy's there, so she's got some questions. They get to the restaurant and she wants to know, everyone, give me your highs, your lows, give me your roses and thorns.
Yeah, so everyone is sharing, and it's all like nice in a way. Like, yes, my highs were when we did something well, my lows when something went wrong.
Courtney was happy that she was so welcomed as a female decky. And yes, the Hash was like, Kyle supported me. And so, yeah, it was a lot of that.
Yeah, and then she goes like, yeah, and everyone could tell that me and Natalia were just gelling. I'm like, what are you gelling? But sure, let's leave it at that.
But it takes a turn a little bit when it gets to Storm. And he says, well, my thorn was hitting the dolphin.
Yes.
No one's going to forget that. But my rose was just how well I got along with this crew. Everyone. Not anyone in particular. Just how well I got along with everyone. That's my rose.
Any other roses, Storm?
Natalia is a little displeased that she was not one of the roses.
But Storm said, I was thinking about it, but she hates public affection. She hates public display of any feelings. So I didn't want to put her through it.
And I believe that.
Yeah.
If he made this big to-do about her in front of everyone, she probably would be like, oh, stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she wasn't thrilled about that. Sandy's like, time to jet. I know when
to go.
I know when to leave. And so she does. Storm and Z step away. And this is when Storm starts making a big deal of how upset Natalia was. I don't think she was that upset.
No, she wasn't.
I think she was kind of joking. Like, you don't want to mention me as a rose?
It's the last night. I don't think she gives a shit at this point at all.
Every rose has a thorn, Storm. So watch out for Natalia anyway. But yeah, I don't think she cares. And what was Ellie drinking?
Whiskey straight.
Just a straight whiskey?
Yeah. And Natalia's like, you're wild. Straight whiskey.
Trying to turn
on alcohol.
Trying to turn that Southern boy Reed on. Oh, you're just drinking that Tennessee whiskey.
But
girl?
I think later on she mentioned she was drinking old fashions. Yeah.
Old fashions.
Oh, yeah.
So they leave.
Full disclosure, old fashioned is straight whiskey or bourbon, but you put something to it. It's not like you put.
Oh boy, don't get me started.
It's not like you put OJ in it and sparkling water.
It's not straight. Don't tell any whiskey drinker that an old fashioned is straight whiskey.
It's not, but it's
whiskey.
Still...
It's got simple syrup in it.
Does it?
Yes.
Okay. I like old fashioned.
It's got fruit in it, either an orange or cherry in it.
Okay.
So yeah, it's definitely
it's still strong. It's a strong drink.
Yes, the major component of an old fashioned is a shot of whiskey.
Maybe I'll do this tonight.
Oh boy.
Okay, moving on.
Didn't you learn your lesson last night?
You mean when I combine vodka with everything else?
Yes.
Kind of.
Yes. So okay. So they leave the restaurant. They hit the club. Ellie and Reed getting very close, and I was surprised Ellie was into it. She was like, I kind of wish I had more time to get to know this guy.
Yeah. I mean, he's not like bad looking. He's just
he's
he's very vanilla. But
he's
maybe
not your type.
No, definitely not. But I can see maybe Ellie is like, oh, because he's Southern American boy, Tennessee whiskey. Yes.
Hello. So they tear it up. They have fun at the club. But the real fun starts when they pile into the van to head home for the after party. I mean, I saw a lot, Teresa.
I saw
booties are out. The tatas are out.
Yeah.
Working, twerking. Everything's happening.
And then Ellie's wild. I mean, she looks a little wild, but...
It was a party van for sure.
Yeah, well, it was the girls and Kyle, and then it was the party. And the guys, was Storm planning on jumping into the water with the guys?
That was the thing. They get back to the boat, and Storm's like ripping his clothes off. and Natalia's like, what are you doing? He's like, we're going skinny dipping. And she's like, No one's going skinny dipping. Like, what do you...
Why would you do it in the port? Like, I would not fucking do that.
He was about to jump off the dock into just where the boats are floating.
Yeah.
It's like, if you want a skinny dip, hit the hot tub.
Yeah.
Or something, right? But yeah, he was about to go in where all the boats are just leaking oil and gas probably.
No.
But Natalia...
Dead bodies, no.
Definitely dead bodies. Natalia puts a stop to that. And Storm's like, now you're making me look dumb. So now I'm pissed because you're making me look like a child.
Like, Storm has no sense of humor. Let's just put it out there. He's a nice dude.
Yeah.
He has no sense of humor. He cannot take a joke. He's very dry.
So basically, yeah, they go hash it out in the bunk.
Yeah. But Natalia's like, it's last night, let's have a drink, let's have fun. And Storm's like, well, I'm going to.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you gotta take a big ass chill pill.
Yeah.
But yes, everyone changes into their PJs and bikinis, I guess, half and half.
Uh-huh.
And they go up there and they whip out the good old stripping pole.
Everyone. I mean, those asses were getting a workout this
Everyone.
episode. Shaking it, twerking it. All of a sudden, Natasha starts twirling a baton. And I'm like, was she a cheerleader? Was she in the Macy's Day Parade or something? Like, that's talent.
She said it at the beginning that she used to do that. It's not a cheerleader.
Color guard? I think it might be called color
in Czech,
guard.
we call it majoretki. It's like you don't necessarily cheer. So I told you, I don't know it's Czech. We don't have a sports team in schools, right? So that's just an activity that you do outside of school. You don't necessarily cheer on anyone.
Okay. Yeah,
you just march and you spin the baton. I can do it actually.
Not as well as her.
No, I can do just one move.
Really?
Because when I take my flute lessons,
Your what?
My flute lessons.
Yes.
So when I took my flute lessons, one of the girls who was taking it with me was doing majoretki, whatever you say it in English.
Yeah, that's how you say it here too.
She taught me how to spin my flute.
Really?
As a baton, yeah.
Why is she spinning her flute? That's not how you should treat your instrument.
It's made
respect the instrument.
Yeah, well, I did, and now I can spin it.
Interesting. You'll have to show me. But yeah, Natasha was killing it. I was very impressed. I was like, that's not just something anyone can do.
No, but it's like I feel like it's so not sexual doing that. I'm like, what? I'm like, this is the worst thing ever.
You just picture a marching band.
I remember like my mom wanted me to join. I'm like, absolutely fucking
You're like, Mom,
not.
that is not sexual at all.
I like spinning my flute, but that's where it ends.
That's where it ends. Okay, speaking of where it ends.
Speaking of where it ends.
4 a.m. Everyone's finally like, I think we need to wind down a little bit. So everyone sort of breaks off. Kyle and Natasha, they get into bed together.
Yeah.
Natalia and Storm, they get into their bunk. And Storm with the compliment. Storm is definitely, I don't know if it's last ditch effort, but he's making it known how he feels about Natalia. Mm-hmm. He definitely is sad to see this trip end.
Absolutely.
Natalia confirms that she does like him. She tells the camera, anyway, I know Storm likes me and I like him too. But we do hear a little bit differently when they say goodbye. Mm-hmm. And speaking of saying goodbye, it's time to pack up. It's the next morning and it's time to pack up and go.
Yeah. So everyone's leaving one by one. First, Ellie. I think the newbies who came last leaves first.
Right. Last to, what is it? Last to...
Board, first to leave.
Sure, that sounds good. Reed did not want to let her go. He could not stop hugging her.
And I'm almost feel like he went right after her. She probably was waiting for him. Yeah, or he's like running after her.
You know what, guys? I'll go next. Yeah, and he exited very quickly
so
after.
It's Ellie, it's Reed, bye-bye. Then it's Z.
And Sandy, she's very pleased with Z. Says, you are welcome wherever I am, Captain.
Which is great.
Yeah, Sandy was the one who invited Z back because they worked together previously. And she's like, come back, and basically saying the same thing again. You're welcome wherever I am.
Yes. And Z loves it. He wants to be a bosun one day. He loves Captain Sandy, and he's really improved.
Yeah. Yeah, we saw a couple flashbacks, and he's definitely doing his thing.
Well, next one is Kyle.
Yes.
He says he's looking forward to seeing Frank. So that's still going on,
well,
I guess.
I'm glad, because I thought he forgot about Frank.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that he didn't move on so quickly. He just says, I gotta get to New York and see if there's something still there.
Well, let's see about that.
Let's follow up on that.
Then we have Courtney. She's leaving next.
Yeah, she feels good about her experience. Feels like I really grew on this boat, and she definitely did.
And then we have Natasha leaving, saying goodbye to Captain Sandy and Dave.
Okay, so Sandy saying goodbye to Natasha. Sandy thanks her for bringing the level of service that you did. She goes, I never had to worry about service, so thank you.
Well, what happens, like, I do agree that Natasha was very calm. Like, she didn't lose her shit, but she wasn't a great leader because of her cahoots with Kyle and the issues with Dave and Natalia.
There were issues with service when she wanted to pair wine with every day. Like, there were issues with the service.
Yeah, but I don't think Captain Sandy saw it because there would have to be someone go and complain.
Okay, but
so
Sandy didn't see everything.
She did see, but she saw the miscommunication between her and Dave, and I think she just blamed it on the issues they had. Right?
Sandy literally had to sit them down mid-season and be like, you guys need to figure this out. So to be like, there was no issues with anything.
True.
Sandy, come on, Sandy. So easy to forgive.
But then she's leaving. She has like 59 different bags.
Natasha
and all
does.
I'm saying is because then we'll see Natalia with the carry-on.
Oh.
So anyways, Natasha's leaving, saying goodbye to Dave.
They're on good terms.
She probably said, like, I hope I will never see you again. But
they seem okay.
I mean, yeah, you have to be okay at this point.
And the producer asks Natasha, what are you most excited about? You're getting off this boat. What are you most excited about?
Oh my gosh. And Natasha's like, finding a new man.
And we can say she's joking.
She said it. She's not joking.
She's
excited to find a new relationship.
She's not joking.
She cannot be alone. That's the problem. She should be, but she cannot.
Yep. Take some time for yourself, Natasha. Then Dave says his goodbyes to Sandy, and Sandy's compliments are, you kept your galley clean, and just the art you brought to the food.
She loved it. She loved his food.
There was no art except for the last cheesecake. I feel like Sandy's got the memory of a goldfish.
Art. I think he did a good job.
He's no Marcos.
But I think his food looked fab.
Yeah, his biggest fault was the pancake.
Yeah.
Which is not a big fault. And otherwise, yes, most guests were very satisfied.
Yeah,
so
it looked beautiful, whatever
he
did.
It looked beautiful?
Yeah, and again, he's no Marcos.
No Marcos.
But if Sandy says, I never had such a great chef.
True.
So
I got to trust Sandy.
Yeah.
I got to trust Sandy. All right. So he leaves, and then Natalia says goodbye. Sandy says, you're such a joy. You bring such light. Which, I can see that. She's fun and has a good temperament. Storm helps her off. They say goodbye to each other.
And then she leaves with a freaking tiny carry-on. I'm like, how?
And this is where I go, okay, Natalia, you said you liked him. You told the camera you liked him last night. Maybe it was the booze. But now you're saying, at the end of the day, I don't think he's my person.
Yeah.
So don't give him false hope. If if you're certain, if you feel he's not your person, don't lead him on like this.
True.
That's how I feel about that.
Everyone's off the boat. Captain Sandy staying behind. I would be very curious to know, like, okay, what's next? Is she going to meet the owner, say everything went well, hello and goodbye, and she's going to board another boat?
Does she stay with the boat? I feel like some captains may stay with the boat. We don't know if there is.
Yeah.
There's a lot we don't know.
I don't know.
But we do know is that the season has come to an end.
Yes.
Sad, but all good things.
Yeah, all good things
and
must come to an end.
So thank you guys. Thank you for trusting us to co-captain this season.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, right?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
How long did you think about that?
Just right now.
Oh.
It was a good season. It wasn't crazy, but it was entertaining.
Yes.
I was never like, when is the thing going to end? So that's positive, right?
Yes, you're right.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching along with us. Anything else I'm going to do a little housekeeping here.
Ahoy, Captain.
Ahoy. Follow us on Instagram. I'm Married to Reality Pod. Check out the Patreon if you want more. It doesn't stop on the Patreon. Patreon.com/Married to Reality. Follow the podcast so no matter what we drop, when we drop it, you'll get it right to your device. It's so easy. Just look down, smash that follow button.
Guys, smash it like it's as hot as this podcast.
Yes, I think it's pretty hot.
Let's be a little cocky right here. It's the end of the season. Yeah, I just felt like doing that.
No one listens to this part of the podcast
that's
anyway.
That's very true. So that's very true.
You want to sing or do you want to? No one's listening at this point.
I don't know.
As soon as we're like, all right, and that's the show, then people are just like, done. What's next? That's it. Thank you guys. Thank you for the reviews. If you haven't left one, please do. And I think I've said it all. Have you said it all?
I've said it all.
You said it all. I think we should celebrate with a drink that we finished it.
Do it.
Let's celebrate with a drink. Thank you guys for listening. We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.